Newton law of gravitation. First, we will write the statement. It states that the mutual force, that means love of attraction between two particles is proportional to their product of masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance, and inversely proportional to square of their distance of separation. We will say distance of separation. So we can write this in a mathematical way as F proportional to, here it is says that it is proportional to the product of masses first. That means M1, M2, first one, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance of separation. This thing. So we can, F is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. Now we will club this both as F is proportional to M1 M2 upon r square, and we will get the proportion of the constant as G. It is written as the M1 M2 upon r square. Now we will write the value of G. G is the universal gravitational constant, and the value of G is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11, and the units are first Newton, and it will go here into, so meter square, and kg whole square, and it will be divided downwards. So kg power of minus 2. It is the units of the value of G. Okay, they are complete. Now there are some important points. First point is always attraction. Okay, it's always attraction. Second, it does not depend on the other particles. This second. And third point is, it is acts on the line of joining. Acts on the line of joining. These are the main points you want to remember. Okay, we have completed the Newton's laws of gravitation. Next, what happens for the superimposition? There is a simple trick. That is, F net is equal to F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus and so on plus Fn. This is a simple trick. Okay, this is a simple trick. Now we will see the gravity topic. First we will see the Newton's laws of gravitation. It states that the mutual force of attraction between two particles is proportional to the product of masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance of separation. Now it's F direct proportional m1m2 and F is inversely proportional 1 by r square. So F is inversely proportional m1 m2 upon r square and F is proportional to g m1 m2 upon r square. And g is the universal gravitational constant. And the value of g is 6.67 10 power of minus 11 and the units are Newton meter square e to the power of minus 2. And it is superimposition principle. And the points are, it is always attraction, it does not depend on other particles, and it acts on the line of joining. Now we will see the gravity topic. Okay, first gravity. First we will say what is meant by gravity. Gravity is the force of attract. It is the force exerted by the earth on the bodies. It is freely falling. Force of attraction between the earth or planet, we can say. Between the planet or earth and the freely falling objects. Freely falling objects. So they move with an acceleration is equal to g. Acceleration is g. Now the force F is equal to m into g, and it is saying that the force provided is gravitational force. So F is equal to g earth mass and weight here r square. Okay, now it is the mass of the, here it is small m with the mass of the freely falling object. So we can combine this and we will get the g value as g is equal to gm upon r square. Okay, we will get the value of g as, here g is equal to gm upon r square, and the value for earth is, mass of earth is 6 into 10 to the power of 24 kgs, and the radius of the earth is 6400 kilometers. And we will, if we substitute this both, and g value is 6.67 into 10 to the power of minus 11 Newton meter square kg power of minus 2, and we will get the value of g as 9.8 meter per second square. It is the value of the g. Okay. find out the value. Now it is on Earth. Now for the moon, it is GE upon 6. It is for the moon. For the sun, it is 27 times more than that of the Earth. Okay. Okay. Gravity. The gravity is the force of attraction between the Earth or planet and the freely falling objects. And the acceleration is g because it is freely falling. The acceleration is g. F is equal to mg. And the force provided is gravitational force, that is gm upon r square. And g is equal to gm upon r square. And if we want to find out the value, the mass of Earth is 1624 kgs and the radius is 6400 kilometers and the gravitational constant is 6.600 in power of minus 11 Newton meters per kg power of minus 2, and we got the value of g on Earth as 9.8 meter per second square. And for the moon, it is GE is equal to gm upon 6. And for the sun, sun is equal to 27 times of the GE on Earth. Now we have 4 cases. First is above the Earth. First we will see above the Earth. Okay. This is the Earth. And the planet is the object is at height h. This h is r. So we can take it as r. So r is equal to r plus h. Now we can write the value as from here. From here, g is equal to gm upon r plus h whole square. And if we common the value of g r square as gm upon r square into 1 plus h by r whole square. This is this g value, or you can say that d dash. Okay, and it is this g value. So g dash is equal to g upon 1 plus h by r whole square. Now we will write the value as g dash is equal to g into 1 minus 2h upon r by substituting the above equation. By substituting the above equation, we can get the g dash is equal to g into 1 minus 2h divided by r. Okay. And the okay, this is the fun. Now we will see for the downwards. Before going to downwards, we will see first we will find out the g dash minus g value. G dash minus g is equal. First we will find out is equal to dash. From this we can see that d dash is equal to g minus 2h into g upon r. So g dash minus g is equal to minus 2h g upon r. This is not the we require one. We require g minus g dash. So g minus g dash is equal to 2h upon r. G upon r. And we want to find out the g dash minus g dash upon g is equal to 2h upon r. This is the fractional one. is the fraction. This is the fraction. Okay? This is the fraction. And the percentage one is g minus g dash upon g is equal to 200h upon r. This is the percentage value. The percentage. And below the earth, we will see the below the earth values. Now, okay, this is a simple one below the earth. Second is below the earth. The important remembering formula is G dash is equal to G into 1 minus D divided by R. This is the final remembrance formula. And we want to find out G minus G dash is equal to D upon R. And the main formula for this is G dash is equal to Gm upon R cube into R minus D. This is the main formula. Main. Okay, this is the main formula. This is. Now the fractional one is G minus G dash upon G is equal to G D upon R. This is the fraction one. Okay, this is the fraction one, and the percentage one is G minus G dash upon G into 100 is equal to 100 D upon R. This is the percentage one. Okay, now we have completed the two cases. We will see the remaining two cases after explaining these two. And the diagram, it is R minus D, depth. Okay. First, above the earth, below the earth. Above the earth means R is equal to R plus H. Below the earth is R minus D. We will get. Now the dash is equal to G into under H by R whole square. Now after substituting here, first we will substitute here, and after it will go here, and after final it will come here. Okay. Now we want to find out G minus D dash. That is G dash is equal to G into minus 2 divided by R. If we reverse this, G minus D dash is equal to 2HG upon R. Now G minus D dash is equal to HG upon R. Now this G dash minus G upon G is the fractional one, and is the percentage one. Now below the earth means it will come downwards. So the main formula is this one, and G dash is equal to G upon 1 minus D divided by R. G minus G dash is equal to GD upon R. This is the fractional one, this is the percentage one. Now we completed the case 1 and case 2. Now we will discuss the last two one. That is case 3 and case 4. Case 3. Poles but equator. Now the G at poles. This is G at equator. It is R at poles. It is R at equator. Now we know that the radius at equator is greater than that of radius at poles. So G at equator is greater than that of G at poles. This is the one main. Now Gm upon Rp whole square. This Gm upon R equator square. So we can see the value of G is more at the equator compared to poles. So more weight. W equator is greater than W poles. So more weight will occur at the equator compared to that of poles. Now we will see the last, that is axial rotation of the earth. After this we will end this session. That is axial rotation of the earth. Axial rotation. That means with an angle phi. The value is G dash is equal to G minus R omega square cos square phi. Okay, we have 2. This omega, moving with omega. Now we have two cases. Case 1, at the poles, that means phi is equal to 90 degrees. So we can get the G dash is equal to G minus R omega square. Sorry, here this G dash is equal to G because cos 90 is 1. Okay, case 2. That is phi is equal to 0. Now G dash is equal to G minus R omega square. This is the final value. Okay, we have got. Okay, we have got the final values. Now we will see a small case. Now we have completed the axial rotation. We will see a small case and end. Okay. To get the value of G dash as 0, we want to equal G as R omega square. Okay students, that's all for today.